now 11:17. Payton says we'll want airline flights by the end of the week.
Yeah, so what you got? Am I going to get a deal on that?
I don't know. I can't make any promises there. But the forecast, Laura, there's a deal. It's free 99 for you tonight.
Thanks.
Yep, a special one for me to you. Number of days we've gone so far without high temperatures, actually close to 70 or hitting 70 or above, has been 12 days. You have sent in your comments. I've heard it here in the newsroom. Payton, are we done with 70-degree high temperatures? Well, we actually come close tomorrow, but once again, our last high temperature that was 70 or above was back on September 22nd. That was the first official day, first full day of the fall season, so it came right in full swoop there with us. And yes, it has been very cool and crisp. That's exactly what we're dealing with across Northeast Ohio right now. The majority of us are in the 40s. Winds have sort of calmed here, and we've got clearer skies overhead, so that allows some of our temperatures to drop even further. I wouldn't be too shocked if some of you wake up to maybe a little patchy frost tomorrow morning. We don't have any frost advisories, but temperatures could drop for some of those inland spots all the way into the upper 30s tonight. It's 45 right now in parts of Cuyahoga County, 41 in Ashtabula, 44 in Elyria, and 50 on the dot. Still holding on to that in Youngstown. Across the area, you have to understand why this is actually playing out and why we have the clearer skies overhead. We're kind of cloudless, and we were like that today. We did have a few clouds here and there, but it was all off of the system that is to our east. High pressure and control gives us blue skies and sunshine, but it also allows our temperatures to be influenced by our wind direction. And right now we have a little bit of a northerly wind, and this is where we saw some of those debris clouds from today. This area of low pressure just off the mid-Atlantic coast, closer to the New England area. This is also influenced by remnants of Ian trying to turn itself into a nor'easter. Coastal flooding has been an ongoing issue here for days. A typical nor'easter you may think of is associated with winter weather, but it can just be unsettled weather in general, and it is very potent, stays very stagnant, and they've been dealing with that for days on end. For us, though, it did toss up a few clouds today. You may have noticed last night's sunset was very vibrant. Same thing with tonight because of those high, thin clouds that kind of soared right on in. But this area of high pressure is just parked to our west, kind of over the southern part of Lake Michigan, right around the Chicagoland area. That has given us a little bit of a northerly wind, but as this moves farther east, it'll change our wind direction. We'll have a southerly component that'll pump in some warmer air. That'll be a warming trend that sets up at least for the next 48 hours. It's going to be very short-lived because then what's behind that is a chance for a few spotty showers. But that comes in tandem with a cold front. And it's not just one, it's two. And they will combine forces. One is just making its way through Iowa, the other off to our north in Canada, and that will usher in some much colder air. In fact, air that we haven't seen since about late spring. So in your National Design Mart on the hour forecast for tomorrow, we start in the upper 40s, but we come closer to 70 degrees as a high temperature. A whole lot of sunshine from start to finish. You'll need the sunglasses, an extra layer in the morning. You can toss the extra layer away as we head through the second half of your Wednesday. In your Union Home Mortgage extended forecast, we stay near 70 for the next 48 hours, but temperatures take a sharp dive by Friday, only in the low to mid 50s. Not only for that, we stay in the 50s for the rest of the weekend.